Scruffy-Looking Nerf Hoarder channel are intended for audiences of 13 and above.
Hey guys, it's the Nerf Hoarder, back again for another video, and today I am looking at something that is not Star Wars, believe it or not, but it is still Nerf, so I still think it's on brand for the channel. Let me know what you guys think, because the second I saw this come up, I had to pick it up. How cool is this? This is the Aliens Nerf Blaster that they've just released. I pre-ordered it, I think, last year. This is the M41-A Blaster from Aliens. Oh, what a cool blaster. I've seen so many people make versions of this themselves out of Nerf blasters, but to finally have an official product, man, this is so cool. Look at this. Now, first of all, just take a quick look at the box. We can see this is part of the Nerf Limited line. I'm loving this line so far, by the way. Some seriously cool blasters have come out. Obviously, like the Mandalorian blaster that we saw, the Star Trek blaster. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but there's a new Star Trek blaster coming out. That looks really cool as well. I'll be picking that up at some point. Yeah, just a great line, really getting these premium blasters that we wouldn't have seen a few years ago. And they're really putting the emphasis on the collector. So you can see this is a collectible box. It's not just a regular box. It's done for the collector. It looks really nice. I love the detail on there. And you can see straight away, look at these. It's got holes built into the box where it looks like the blood from the alien, the acid blood, has melted holes into the... obviously this is meant to be a storage box, and it just looks so cool just having these holes where you can reach in, and they're sort of all over the box. You can see there's one there. It looks great. The detailing on the box, I have to say, is incredible. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Hasbro recently have decided to go completely plastic free, and the packaging on this one is completely plastic free, which is great for the environment. Not so good for some collectors because they like to be able to see their products, they like it to be held in, but this one's great because it's so easy to open, and it is easy to store the blaster back in the box. So literally at the top here there is 2 bits of sellotape. I've already trimmed this one off, and I'm just going to pull this one up, and this just slides off, and then you can get straight into your blaster. Look at that logo. That is super cool, isn't it? So I'm going to try my best now to move to the side and open this up so you guys can see at the time. So you can see, look at that. It's even got the handle on the side there. Can you see that? That's cool, isn't it? So let's open this up. There we go. You can see there at the top of the box, it's got the blaster. Some really nice logos on there. And you can see, I can poke my finger through the holes as well. That's cool, isn't it? And then down here, oh, there is the blaster. This thing is so big. There we go. And if I hold this up, we can just... Can I do this with one hand? This is a lot easier for one's not on camera. There we go. Right, so I can just literally take that piece out. It's not held in by anything. It just can just pop back on. And there we go. Look at that. There is the blaster. So cool. And it just pops out. Look at that. And there it is. We'll have a look at this in a second. Let's just finish looking at the packaging. We can see... Ooh, there's a little slot here as well. And I think you can quite easily open this. Sorry about that. I was just trying to work out how to open it myself. So, there's 2 little tabs down there. Literally pull them up, and there you go. Opens up. This has got all our darts in there, and they're in paper bags. Included in the box are 10 silver and gold Nerf Elite darts, 3 larger darts, and the instructions, and the blaster, which comes with a magazine attached. A quick word of warning, this blaster does require 4C batteries to use a lot of the key features, including fire in the blaster. And it doesn't come with any batteries in the set. So make sure you pick up those batteries before you pick up this blaster, so then you're ready to go. Now we've got the blaster outside the box, let's go over some of the key features. And first of all, this is a Nerf blaster, but there's no stock attachments anywhere on this blaster, so there's no way you can fit your own scope or put your own stock on there. It comes as it is. There's no way to fit anything extra on there without doing some heavy modification. The stock is attached to the blaster. It's part of the mold, so you can't pull it in or out. It is just what it is. We can see there it is a flywheel blaster, so to fire it, you can see there's a rev trigger there. You hold that down and then push the trigger to fire the darts. It comes with the magazine, which holds 10 darts, and that fits in there. You can see the little button at the bottom. Push that to release the magazine. Now, you hold down the rev trigger, that revs the blaster, and then when you hold down the trigger, that fires the darts. And you obviously probably noticed as well that uses that counts down on the ammo counter. Now this is super cool. This is one of the main selling points of this blaster. It looks amazing. Whenever you fire, you can see it counts down to 0. When you take the magazine out and you put it back in, it resets back to 10 at this point. Now there are 2 buttons, so you can put the number up or put the number down. Now what's really cool is if you have it at a higher capacity, you can fire your darts. When it reaches 0, you can take out your magazine. When you put it back in, it remembers the number you put in. That's a super cool feature. At the top here, we have a little access door, so if you do get any Nerf darts trapped in there, you can open that out and reach in. Now, as well as firing the smaller darts, the blaster does fire larger darts as well. You can see this is one of the larger darts. To fire those, you can see there's a hole at the front, and we have to load those manually ourselves, pull back, and then pull this trigger. And when we pull the trigger, we do get a cool sound effect exclusive to this front bit, which is really nice as well. Now the blaster did come with 1 magazine, or clip, is, you know, you guys can fight that out in the comments. I'm going to call it a magazine for the rest of this video. It did come with 1 magazine that holds 10 darts, and it's a bit of a unique shape, so I wanted to see if we could fit a regular magazine into the blaster. And this is my 12 dart magazine, and you can see there it doesn't register that there's a magazine going in there because this would light up. It just sort of won't quite hold in there. It's like something's just stopping it before it goes in, which is the same with my 18 round magazine. That does hold it in, but it's not registering, so I can't fire the blaster. You can see it won't rev. And even with my 25 drum, they just won't hold in there, so that's a bit of a shame. Game over, man! Game over! I tested this blaster on my chronograph and achieved an average velocity of 65 feet per second. Comparing that to the Nerf Elite average of 70 feet per second, this blaster does fire below Nerf Elite standards. I also tested the larger dart launcher at the front of the blaster, and that performed even worse, with an average velocity of 35 feet per second. Now this blaster comes in at just under 28 inches in length, which is a really good size for this blaster. It feels really nice to hold, and it's almost one-to-one scale to what we'd have seen in the Aliens movie. It's maybe slightly smaller, but it feels really nice, and I think it's definitely passable if you wanted to paint this up as a prop, as a replica. It looks really nice. And it just, all the actual detailing on the blaster is there. So if you wanted to paint this in the traditional green colours, I think it would look really, really great. Now, let's bring in my other Nerf Limited blaster, the Mandalorian blaster. You can see size-wise, the Mandalorian blaster is a lot longer. But I'd say that the Aliens blaster is a lot more fun to use. And they're both, though, I'd say both great blasters if you're looking for prop blasters. And I have to say, this Limited line has been great so far. I can't wait to pick up the Star Trek blaster, and obviously soon the Boba Fett blaster is going to be coming out, so great things ahead. So my final thoughts on this blaster, and first of all, I'll talk about the negatives, because if you're buying this for a Nerf blaster and you want it to fire hard, you're going to go to Nerf Wars and stuff. This is not the blaster for you. It definitely fires under that elite average. You saw the FPS I said earlier. It's not firing that great, and obviously the larger dart is even worse. So performance wise, this is not a great blaster, but you are not picking this up because it's a great performing blaster. You're picking it up because it's an Aliens blaster and it just looks iconic. I really think it's a great decision to do this loader paint job. I think it looks really nice. It stands out. It definitely looks like a toy, which is what I like. I like toy blasters. But it's great because it looks so much like that iconic blaster that we've seen in the Aliens movies. So a great job by Hasbro. I think they've done a really good job with this blaster. It's fun to use. It looks iconic. And if you do want it as a prop, you can paint this up, and it is a really good scale. You know, you can take this to conventions and it just looks really nice. It feels great to use. So yeah, definitely positive. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed my review, and until next time, may the foam fleeing force be with you.
Greetings, Exalted One. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you these 2 videos. Both are about Star Wars weapons and will serve you well. Until next time, may the foam fleeing force be with you.